Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be showing you all how I made this cute little lavender galvanized piece of art, and it was inspired by this piece from Kirkland's that was actually at my aunt's house on Easter, and she had this hanging up and I was like, oh my goodness, I want to try to make that. So I just looked it up online and they actually don't have them available anymore, so if you want this you're gonna have to make it. So I have this eat sign that I picked up from Dollar Tree, and I was actually going to do something totally different with that, but this frame worked out perfect for this project. So what I'm going to be doing is that piece that looks like metal is actually this poster board, and I'm going to be folding it to make it look like that galvanized metal that's, I don't even know what it's called, how it's like ridged like that. So you're going to want to go ahead and cut the poster board a lot longer than the frame. So once you fold it, then it'll fit in there. So I ended up cutting mine a little too long, but it's totally fine. You can cut off what you don't need. Next, I took my Krylon Deep Matte Gray spray paint and I went outside and I spray painted this piece of paper. If you guys have seen my previous galvanized videos, then you know this is the drill. I use that, and then I use my platinum paint. I'll be showing you that in a second. And then while that's drying, I'm going to go ahead and use this white acrylic paint to paint the frame. And I kind of wanted it to be a little bit of like an off-white color. So I had this copper, like cocoa bean color that I mixed it with. And yeah, I just mixed a little bit in there, and the color came out to be a little too creamy. And so I just went back over with another white coat, and I really like how it came out. And now for this next part, I am going to be showing you guys how I did it, but I actually ended up using a different picture because this one was too big. So I just searched on Google for a lavender flower picture, and I love how this one looks, but it was just a little too big for this project. So what I did was I just cut it out, and I wanted it to look a little like old and distressed a bit. So I actually took the same paint and I just painted all of the white spots on here. And then I later went in with some black and then a little bit of that copper, and then I kind of just went around the edges to make it look kind of like just really old and almost a little burned kind of. So I did the same method with the one that I actually used. I just used a different picture because this one was just far too big. And now I'm going in with my platinum acrylic paint, and this is my go-to galvanizing method. So I already have that spray painted and it's dried, and I'm just taking this little sponge and I'm just gonna sponge on the platinum, and when it dries it just gives it an awesome looking galvanized look. Now for the kind of annoying part. You need to make this kind of look like an accordion. So I just started folding, and it was kind of hard to fold because it's poster board, so it's a little thicker than regular paper. But yeah, so I started folding it and I noticed that I was folding it a little too thick. So I actually had to go back in after I was all done and kind of redo it and make them a little bit smaller. So make sure you do them maybe like ½ an inch. I think mine were close to an inch and they were far too big. So when you guys do it, make sure you're like ½ an inch or even a little bit smaller. So as you can see, this looks a lot different than it did before because I went through and redid it. So once you get it folded to how you like, now you're going to put it in the frame. So I definitely had a little excess paper left over, so I just went ahead and cut the piece off that I didn't need, and then I just glued it right in there. Next, I took a little bit of my sandpaper and I just roughed up the edges a bit to make it a little more distressed, just so like a little bit of the black was showing through. And then it's time to glue in your picture. So like I said, you guys, I'm showing you how I did this, but I ended up taking this picture off and using that other one. So, but this is just how I did it. And here is the real finished product. I think it turned out so cute, and I really think that that background kind of looks like metal. I just love how this one turned out. I might end up making another one just to have two because that my aunt had two of them and it just looks so cute. So I hope you guys enjoyed this one, and don't forget to give it a big thumbs up if you loved it, and we'll see you guys soon. Bye.